President William Samoei Ruto has always been thinking that he is always politically smart, and the following are the nitty-gritty repercussions that are likely to happen if he dare lies to himself that he is going to sponsor very many presidential candidates with the sole sinister motive of spoiling votes. And the first ramification that is likely to occur when he sponsors his candidates is it could result into fragmentation of his own ruling coalition. And this, it is simply to mean that by President William Samoei Ruto sponsoring very many presidential candidates, then it will result into splitting of his incumbent support base, thus weakening his own winning chances. If President William Samoei Ruto decides to sponsor very many presidential candidates, then this could result into voter confusion and legitimacy. Currently, millions of Kenyans are well informed, and immediately they sense of such a plan from President Ruto, then they would automatically raise concerns over a free, fair, and a very credible election. However, if President William Samoei Ruto decides to sponsor whoever he wants with the sinister motive of spoiling votes, I kid you not, that could automatically lead to an opposition mobilization. And by the opposition mobilizing from all walks of life, such a strategy, I kid you not, would equally galvanize all the opposition parties to form stronger coalitions, as they would frame it as an attempt to subvert Kenya's democracy. And if so be the case, this could automatically strengthen the entire opposition unity rather than making it weak. So how I wish that President William Samoei Ruto should not dare think of sponsoring whoever he thinks to his own advantage. Essentially, if President William Samoei Ruto decides to sponsor through proxy whoever he wants, then I kid you not, this strategy could lead to a constitutional and a legal challenge, because we are all aware of how campaign sponsorship structures as per the dictates of the constitution are. And if he dares try sponsoring either one, two, or three candidates, then that shall automatically lead to public scrutiny, considering how funding and running of campaigns is very much expensive in this country. So how I wish all these factors are leaning to his own disadvantage. And last but not least, if President William Samoei Ruto decides to field his puppets as presidential candidates in the next general election, I kid you not, it could directly lead to international implications. And as we are all aware, in each and every election, Kenya has always witnessed and received some election observers. So if he dare tries to field his puppets, then that could directly and negatively put a dent to his style of leadership. And that could equally spook investors from pumping resources into the Kenya's economy. How I wish that for President William Samoei Ruto to win in the next general election without any malpractice from where I sit, and I can tell you without any fear of equivocation that he has very minute chances of him winning a re-election in the next general election. But how I wish that for now it still remains a wait and see situation. And with the above stated factors, all of them and none of them tries to favor or roll to the president's advantage. And that is to mean, with the kind of anger that Kenyans are currently having, I see a string of possibilities that they are likely to wake up very early in the morning with the sole sinister motive of voting out President William Samoei Ruto with his cabal of leaders and his elder brother, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. But from where I sit, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and may God bless you.